What's up, YouTubers? You can start a carpet cleaning business. This machine here is the Swirly. Runs about $1,359. And I'm going in to take care of they had a little bit of leak or flood damage. Everything was already shop backed up. So I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna use about probably an ounce per gallon of the Simply Citrus. This product can be used, it's a general cleaner. It's a D-limonene, basically an orange oil, plant-based, totally safe. So I will mix up 2 gallons approximately in my tank in case they want an additional room or two done while I'm here. And there's the Simply Citrus. You could see this is a product of NCAP store. 1 ounce per gallon. Works fantastic at breaking up grease and oil. And then I'm going to use to disinfect everything, sanitize, the Go Oxy, which is about a 15% peroxide. We'll put about maybe 8 ounces in there, maybe a little less, about 6 ounces. You can get away with a couple ounces per gallon is what I do. Basically diluting it will bring that 15% down, probably to around a 6%. All right, and people like to know what I got on the truck. There's Green Dragon, Simply Citrus, Go Oxy, which is your peroxide. I got Sensational. That's just for overflow if I want to use that empty bottle. Got another fresh bottle of Go Oxy. Oh, yeah. And this one is Odoban. It's a disinfectant. I ran out of the Sensational, and I was using that. Here's the Sensational. This is a much better product, and it dilutes, and you'll save a lot of money. But the Odoban's a great product, but if you mix it with a peroxide-based product, it clumps up, makes like foam clumps. That's just the disinfector. I do like the 3-in-1 carpet cleaner by Odoban, but my main go-to, my base, is my Green Dragon that cleans everything. I can boost a little bit with the orange oil, which is the Simply Citrus. I've been doing towers today, so I've had my little buggy on here and the Auric to go up to the 8th floor of another location I was doing all morning. Here's my new rack. Let me show you from here. I got this for like $55. If anyone wants a link, let me know. All I did was I strung it up on the back and then put some clasps on the front to just tie it off the top. Holds my pads and everything, and it also holds those bottles. Game changer. Got everything up off the ground. It is, I think it's 5 foot by 24 foot. Cost about $55. So here's where the water came out of this shower, which is, there's no lip on it. It's one of those walk-in showers. And it just kind of got the entry door and on the side. So they used towels, like I said, and a shop vac. So this is the next day. Everything's dry. I was considering possibly using the ClO2, chlorine dioxide, but no need. The Go Oxy will take care of everything I need to do today, and the Simply Citrus will just bang out the cleanness. So, and everything's 100% plant-based, safe. I mean, you got your orange oil and you got your peroxide is oxygen. So we are cleaning green. I'm using a hog's hair pad. This is called a Neptune pad. It's a 15-inch. Got my pad driver. That is called a Malish pad driver. And that little yellow holder there, I took off of one of the used units that I bought from Facebook Marketplace. And man, this thing's a life changer. It keeps the cord, I'm right-handed, so it pulls the cord up and over so I'm not having to reach underneath. Now this is funny, I did forget my bucket, so we're gonna use the ice bucket. I'll clean it up and wipe it out when I'm done. I'm not putting the chemical in there, just fresh water. I need 2 hands for this. I don't want to create another flood. All right, and away we go. We're going to use the shower feed mode and drive the solution down gravity fed from that tank into the hog's hair pad. This is what I call an application pre-scrub. So we are applying, I'm pulling on the little trigger that releases the water, just feathering it a little bit at a time. You don't have to over soak carpets. And then agitating it throughout the fibers. You can see the red valve is going even with the line, so it's open. There's the Neptune pad doing work. And I'm gonna need 2 hands to go ahead and finish this. I'm trying to film for you guys and gals. So I'll switch over and finish this. You could see there's the trigger, and I need to pull that in order to turn the machine on. I am using the gray polar pads. These are microfiber. They are awesome. That is going to absorb out all the suspended soil and any yuck that's in there. Definitely not going to be using the full 2 gallons, but like I said, I did want to mix it up because usually they'll say, hey, can you do this or this, a little additional work. But I'll show you at the end of the video how I drain it out of the tank. You could see the valve is now off, where it's going horizontal to the tube, so it's cutting that off. So we will not be applying the rest of that solution. We're done with the solution step. Now what I'm doing is extracting. So if you were to get into this type of carpet cleaning business, go back and watch my videos where I use the smaller Oreck Orbiter. In fact, I used my Oreck Orbiter on 6 units today on the, I think it was the 8th or 9th floor at a commercial building that I do. And I just put the Oreck and my pre-sprayer and my pads and everything in my buggy and drag the buggy into the elevator, and I just pull my commercial vacuum cleaner behind me. You can make plenty of money with that, but I did want to show you this particular job. You see how easy it is. The Swirly is a rotary. It's a wheels up. It's a 175 rotary floor machine. It comes with a 2.5 gallon tank, and like I said, I think the Oreck runs about $300 to $400 when you're ready to step up into this level, and this will do everything: commercial jobs, residential jobs. It's pretty much the only 2 machines I use, this and the Oreck. This one runs $1,359. So once you start banging out jobs and making money, it's a good idea. You could still do all your jobs with the Oreck, but a bigger, 15-inch pad driver, and the ease once you learn how to operate a rotary is just incredible. And I am going to make some future videos showing and teaching how to operate the rotary. I'll do that when I have a helper with me so that they can film what I'm doing. And I will also say I've had a lot of inquiries about getting started in business. So I've already got some ideas for some future videos for you folks. I'm going to do maybe the first 3 steps of getting into a business, starting from, setting up a fictitious business name, the paperwork for that. You do that at your bank, setting up a business checking account at the bank, and then setting up maybe a Square account on your iPhone or your Android so that you could take credit card payments. Very, very easy. And direct the payments into your business account. And then I'll show you how to go about getting your business license and some business insurance. First 3 things you need to do. So I'll make a video on that for you. I'll just stand by, bear with me. Not a hard deal. Just, what I would say to you is don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate things. Just start learning and progressing in that direction. And you can see with 2 machines, the Swirly, the Auric, a handful of chemicals, which is your Green Dragon, some Simply Citrus for heavily soiled carpets, that orange oil booster, your Go Oxy, which is your peroxide for organic stains like pee, coffee, tea, throw up, anything organic needs to be removed with a peroxide-based cleaner. But you don't want to use a peroxide-based cleaner on natural fibers. How often are you going to run into wool carpet or cotton carpet? Very, very rare. That usually happens when you're doing area rugs. And you'll learn that. You'll learn, I'll do a video on how to identify carpet fibers. So stay tuned to the channel. I am running a full-time business, so I don't have an opportunity to throw all these videos together for you at once, but I do have some other videos on my business channel, my Washington Pro carpet cleaning channel. If you scroll back to some of the older videos, mind you, some of those older videos I was transitioning from steam cleaning and learning the VLM, and I made a lot of errors and used a lot of the wrong chemicals. So if you go back to those videos, use it as a learning tool, but go to the most recent videos and see what I'm doing. That way you're not going to make the same mistakes I made. But I do have a few, I think there's an hour-long video that's helped quite a few people on starting a carpet cleaning business. But on this channel, I will provide you with some additional information. Now, with that said, I'm not a coach, I'm not a mentor. I cannot take phone calls. And if you leave a comment and it's a whole book full of questions, it's probably not going to get answered by me. Might get answered by some of my veteran carpet cleaners who watch the channel, but just keep that in mind. I'm not trying to be mean or rude or anything. I never set out to create a course or a book or do ride-alongs or any of that stuff. I'm not interested in that at the moment. So I'm just providing content so that I can bless some people out there. I've already come into contact with a lot of people who have started their carpet cleaning businesses through my other channel, and they have become friends of mine, and they're doing wonderful. They respect my time, I respect theirs. And some of those companies are performing and doing more business than I do. You have to decide what your goal is and where you want to be. I don't have an interest right now in being a 5-truck or 3-truck operation anymore. I'm owner-operator. I am bringing a couple relatives into the business, so I may get up to 2 trucks, and then I'll stay in the office most of the time, or I'll go out and shoot video for you guys and gals. So, but I do enjoy what I do. It's not really hard work. You could see if you're retired on Social Security and you want to supplement your income. Very, very simple. Again, look at my previous videos with the lighter 24-pound machine. This rotary machine weighs 68 pounds. It's not heavy. It has 8-inch wheels, so you can pull it upstairs very easily. Very, very easily. And then I will note, I forgot to bring when you saw me use their ice bucket, I forgot to bring my bucket in with me. I have a collapsible bucket. And I also forgot to bring in my bonnets that I put on the wheels so that the dirt from the wheels doesn't transfer onto the carpet. But I'm working my way out of this room backwards. And then if there's any lines that are created from any dirt on the wheels, I'll take care of that by hand. It shouldn't happen, but you'll see in some of my videos I'll either clean those wheels at the door, or I will put get a 10-inch bonnet that people use, those bonnets, microfiber bonnets they use on car polishers, and I just get it to the door, I slide those over the wheels and then drag it in, and that way I'm not transferring any dirt. So if you happen to see those dirty wheels, that's what happened there. I do apologize. But everything came out beautiful here, you will see. Always a little difficult managing the cord when I'm by myself and using one hand to film. You can see I have the headlight on the front, which I'm not using. It's plenty of light coming through the window today. When people ask me, how do you get these accounts? How much do you charge? You got to keep in mind, I can't divulge too much information, you know. I mean, I got guys in my own backyard that would love to go out and bid on some of the work that I do. And so I don't really want to discuss price. You can just search, you know, your local area and find out what people are charging. Most commercial jobs, you know, 35 cents a square foot. These I do by the room. I do have a minimum service charge that I charge to come out. So I'm not trying to get out there and, you know, work for $100. I got to set a higher minimum. And usually it's marked around 3 areas or 3 rooms, maybe a living room, dining room, and a hallway would cover my minimum service. I don't get into that when people call for an estimate. I just tell them I do have a minimum. If you have 1 room, everything's included, clean, deodorize, and protect, because the Green Dragon is a cleaner. It also, I put a little ClO2 in usually on most of my jobs to disinfect, or my Go Oxy. And then it dries to a brittle crystal, which has an anti-resoiling agent. So you're getting all those for free, or you're paying for it. You could see when you use the pad, sometimes the water, when you're applying, or the solution, will spray off that onto tile or wood. You can see I'm going to use the clean side. Always go back and wipe up your transition areas. I usually carry a microfiber pad and set it at each entry. And the difficulty with that is if you don't, and I was to leave, you see I'm done. I'll show you one other thing here too, but if you were to just pack up and leave, and say the maid service came in and they walked in, or they were going to use the bathroom, and they just zoomed around the corner, hit that wet spot, slipped, broke a hip, or worse, something worse than that, you are going to be liable and you will get sued. So, and that's a good reason to have the insurance that I'm going to talk about. Only runs about $50 a month. Plenty of coverage. We'll get into that. So sometimes you could see where the circle is, where I took everything apart. Sometimes there's a little water left in the lower hose, and it will dribble out, and it'll dry and leave a watermark. So I always go back, kind of wipe down the area where the machine was setting, if I haven't already pulled it all the way out into the hallway. But look at that work. Oh, yeah, your boy is banging out the jobs today. I'm actually at a lunch break, so I'm going to enjoy my lunch. I pack a lunchbox with me, and I find a nice shady spot to park in, although it's raining up here in the Northwest. So I'll enjoy my lunch, crack an energy drink, and then I got one more job to go do, which I'm going to actually do a minor repair, a cut and plug for a customer, longtime customer. I'm not into doing repairs anymore. Too hard on the back and knees. But this customer, there's no good reputable companies here. I mean, somebody wanted to charge her, I think it was $500 for maybe a 12 by 12 cut and plug, where you cut out a damaged area and replace it with some carpet from the closet. So I picked up my seaming tape, my irons, and not my knee kicker, and my blades, and I'm gonna take care of that. So if I get a chance, I'll film it, but I am running a little behind. There's the setup. Oh yeah, can you do this? Absolutely. Got my 2 4-gallon jugs. They're 5-gallon, but you only put 4 gallons in there. I've only been putting about 2.5 gallons per jug because they started getting heavy. So here I'm just pulling or releasing the hose from the tube at the bottom of the base of the swirly there. And I'm going to turn the valve even vertically with the tube, which opens it up. And I'm going to drain out that other gallon, maybe 1.25 gallons of solution into this jug. It is a translucent jug, which means it's not clear. Excuse me, got the hiccups. I haven't even started eating lunch yet. Anyway, it is translucent, means that it's not clear and see-through, so the hydrogen peroxide from the GoOxy is still going to be good. Usually you never want to go more than about 9 days on your peroxide if you're trying to keep it and it's pre-mixed. And the van's pretty dark inside there anyway, so that's also going to help. You can see the water or the solution draining into the tank. This solution's probably going to get used at my next job. So, and the next job's it's a smaller job, so I'll probably use my Auric Orbiter and then I'll do the repair, or I'll do the repair first and then clean. But I'm going to use my work sprayer, so I won't be shower feeding, so I don't need the solution just splashing around in the tank while I'm driving. You can see there, this jug was empty, so that looks almost like 1.5 gallons, so we might have only used about a half gallon on this job, which is fine. There's the rack. Oh, I'm digging that rack. If you want a link to it, let me know. It was on Amazon. I'm going to put the machine away. You can see I got my Hoover Hush Tone, my chemicals on the left, a backup sprayer, my Hoover vacuum bags, my Auric Orbiter, and my mini extractor for upholstery. Oh yeah, we don't carry anything we don't need. Keeping things simple. There she is. Pack it up and I'm on my way. I'm gonna go find me a nice place to park. I like to kind of be away from everybody and just enjoy my lunch, listen to the radio or some music, and of course first put up my video with the voiceover here. So I appreciate you all watching my videos, and I hope it's helpful to some of you. Stay tuned for future episodes about how to get into the business, the first few steps, and I'll see you in my next episode.